6-4, keeping that daylight, keeping the heat on Jeff de Luna. Yeah, it can't be a lot of fun sitting there watching the other fella breaking as well as this.
Especially when you feel like you have one of the hardest breaks in the world, and then
and it's a very muted crowd.
11. Jeff de Luna to break. 24 racks to 6.
This is an edge of the seat crowd when a Filipino is playing, and they're sitting here with anxious looks, because whilst they may be pro-Filipino, they also know their 9-ball, these fans, and they know the job that Luong is doing here, and it's keeping the pressure on de Luna. He can't afford another little slip. Got to keep his break. Oh, he banged those balls around. The one dropped, and where's that pink going? Is it going to cover the 2?
Oh, wow.
That's a bad break. That's really unlucky.
I mean, everything's hanging in the hole too, and it's just the only ball he can't see is the 2 ball.
Well, the person that gets that 2 gets the rack. Just look at that pink.
Well, he's going to have to push out here. After the break, you're allowed to push out. You don't have to hit the ball, and then your opponent's going to have the option to either shoot or pass.
You can pot a ball. What if he played the combination? 4 onto the 2, left the cue ball down there, right at the opposite end from the 3. So there's no shot for Luong on the 3.
That's good. That's a very good, very good shot there. I thought you didn't play that much pool.
I don't. I'm just thinking, what would you do in a desperate situation like this? But if he jammed it up down there and put that 2 away, it's an option.
That would be a good push out. What I push out to, I try and push out to a place where I can see the ball, but there's no real good shot. There's no safety. I'd have to make something up from there. That way I better my odds.
Push out called.
Well, we knew he was going to push. What does he go with? He elects to run the 9 towards the 8 just to try and mess up the table, and I don't think he'd be thrilled with that.
Okay, I think he's this puts a little play in the game, because I think the only shot here is just to soft roll to the bottom rail and tick the 2. I think that's the only safety, and then they're going to have to just bun it around, and whoever gets the first shot wins the game, I guess.
I'll tell you what, Luong didn't waste any time throwing that back at Jeff de Luna, did he? He took one look at that and said, "You have got to be joking."
Yeah, I think the shot is just to very softly hit the bottom rail and bump the 2 to the rail, and hopefully you don't leave. Looks like he's trying to stroke this ball pretty hard. I didn't like that shot. I didn't know what he was trying to do there.
Well, that is not good news. If Luong can get position off this 2 onto the 3, there's going to be some serious daylight between the 2 players. Well, he brought that on himself, Jeff de Luna, with the push out, and Luong smartly looked at it and said, "I don't want that."
Yeah, you should have went over there and coached him.
Well,
all your experience.
The day he needs coaching from me.
No, you picked the right shot. That was the right shot.
Well, in retrospect, he wouldn't be in this mess now, Jeff de Luna. Look at this.
That's a good shot. I mean, just get the cue ball anywhere where you can make the 4, and it's pretty much a throw-in. 5's hanging, so you really don't have to play position that much. 6 and 8 are sitting pretty good.
Yeah, because Jeff didn't even manage to mess up that 8-9, which he was trying to do, without success. Luong just taking a leaf out of the Ralph Souquet book of 9-ball, just slowing it down a touch. But this is a critical rack in this match. You don't want to get it wrong when you've finally got control of the table. A chance for a 3-rack lead and coming up to break next. This doesn't look clever for Jeff DeLuna one little bit.
Yeah, just come out to the middle of the table here.
Nice touch once again.
Yeah, he might have to make a long shot on the 8 here. He got a little straight on this 6. I don't think he wants to try and follow it, because if you follow it to try and get a little closer to the 8, you could hook yourself behind the 9. So I think he'll just try and stop it. Maybe draw back a couple inches. Stopped it.
He's happy with that long shot.
Yeah, he's a straight shooter. You don't have to put a lot of pace on it. Hit a little bit softer, makes the pocket bigger. There you go.
Well, the Philippines has seen Ronnie Alcano and Rodolfo Luat progress today. But their 3rd survivor in the round of 16, Jeff DeLuna, at the moment you would say unlikely to join them in the quarterfinals. And that all came off a dreadful bit of fortune to start with, the way that pink ball covered up the blue off the break. But then after that, the push out on the